Well, they take on the New York Knicks. We're at home tonight, Game 5, down 3-1 in Madison Square Garden. There'll be a lot of people packed in that arena. I will not be one of them.
Ah, come on!
Ben Stiller extended an invite as well publicly. Yeah. I saw him say that. I think there were some other people. I'm not paying $70,000 for a ticket.
Fair.
Good move.
I think that's smart.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. There is obviously I will be watching the game. I will be fired up about the game, but I will not be in Madison Square Garden because I'm not doing that.
And prior engagement.
Yeah, there is a scheduling conflict, but also
could have made it work.
There was but those seats obviously been taken for a long time, and I believe there's a chance that there's some say on who gets to sit where.
Oh, yeah.
From
Jimmy D.
I can see that.
I think so, yeah. And that's awesome.
But you've given him that amount of money basically to one of his other facilities, so I feel like he should have been like,
oh, you're talking about the Sphere now.
Yeah, good point.
Talking about the Sphere, which is also sick, by the way. I respect every decision that was made there because I believe there was some calls about, hey, can we do some? No. Yeah, no.
Yes, and he may have seen your promo. And hadn't thought one way or another about
and I
it.
like that, by the way.
Yeah, no,
sure. I like.
You think he's ever had a Pacers or an opposing team on the court or on the hardwood during a
bingo? Especially like
not in the
I have so much respect for
Yeah.
that. I have so much respect for that. I actually appreciate that because there's people calling from all angles.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people calling like, "Hey, this could be a good thing," and I was willing to walk in there. I knew it was going to be a little hot. I knew it was going to be a little hot. Do have a scheduling conflict, so depending upon what time I was going to be able to go through, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
But because it was all coming together pretty quick. But with that being said, shout out to Ben Stiller. Appreciate you. We'll be watching. Hope you come back to Indianapolis in future years whenever the Pacers are playing the Knicks. Hope it's not this year because that would mean that you guys win tonight. Don't want that.
No.
Don't want that at all. Bummed out I'm not going to be able to get to Madison Square Garden tonight. Bummed out.
I mean, if I was Dolan and I was the owner, I would not let you anywhere near MSG.
Agreed. I respect the move. Like, I got massive respect for the move, especially because I didn't know that's who the people were going to ask,
Yeah.
Hey, heard you might want to go to Madison Square Garden. You want me to look around for tickets? Sure. Somebody from somewhere else. Hey, heard you want to go to Madison Square Garden. Want me to look in some tickets? Sure. Absolutely, if it happens. I'm not 100% sure I can make it, but if the opportunity arises, would love to hear about it or whatever. Yeah, that's going to be a no. So unless you want to buy off SeatGeek, which you certainly can, and SeatGeek is the greatest ticket buying platform on planet Earth, and the moon. Right now, you use the code PAT30.
30? Yep.
PAT30, PAT30. You get $30 off any tickets. So I could pay $69,970.
Okay, not bad.
For one?
Yeah.
I think it's $70,000 for one ticket.
Yeah.
You think?
So who is going to buy that? Is that seat going to be open?
Oh, the fees. Sorry, yeah, we got to bump that up. 78,000.
Boom.
There you go.
$970.
Boom.
What's that, AJ?
So what happens if they don't sell that ticket? Because there has to be some of those tickets that don't get sold.
seat fillers.
Yeah.
171,000 now for that seat. Yeah, they've sold them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they've sold them. 171,000. We should have bought that yesterday. We should have bought it yesterday and sold it today.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was 69,000, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now it's 171,000. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So
That's so much money.
$12,000 to just sit like behind the scores table. Jesus
That's the guy.
Christ.
it's actually not a bad spot.
What's the $34,000 one right there in the middle? Where is that?
That's the back row of the.
It's gotta be club level.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm not going to make it. Ben Stiller, though, once again, very cool.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller was like, you're always invited, brother. We'll sit together next time. It's like, he's like, not tonight, obviously.
Yeah.
It has been.
What I'm saying is that's gonna be a quiet arena. There's a lot of people with money there just not screaming.
Timothy Chalamet was very loud.
Well,
Ben Stiller was very loud.
Chalamet's a different dog.
Spike's not very loud. I was watching him. He was kind of more
docile.
He's been through it so much, I assume, at this point.
Yeah, I think he probably knew the way that game was going, maybe, but he's animated up there. So I think the people that are paying that are loud too. They're New Yorkers. They're loud.
Well, we know how those Ranger games were with the khakis and
Yeah, a little bit different, I guess.
The get-in price is actually way lower than it was for games 1 and 2.
What's the get-in price?
I think it's only like $300 for like
To sit up in the top?
Yeah, for like the very top. It was like $800 for games 1 and 2.
Maybe we do that, huh? Maybe we come watch in from the top. Look down on everybody.
Like, and then come in like Sting.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Drop down,
With a baseball bat.
Right next to Ben Stiller.
just like I fucking said.